that's at live. Trying to adjust the overall game volume. But hot damn, that's loud. Should be a little bit better now. There we go. Right, so first off, I'm going to explain what's even going on here. So, from what I've seen, a lot of people play Palworld, and they try and collect all the pals, and that's kind of just it. Which, you know, that's fine and all. However, I've not seen anyone attempt to do a themed run. And what I'm talking about in this case is based on the comparison to another game that is, I'm not going to name it, doesn't deserve it to be named, where your characters in the world have their iconic partners. Well, I'm taking a note from that, and my intent is to go about in Palworld specifically seeking out certain pals that are meant to be my partners in crime. As you can see here, there is a party tab, and in that party tab you can have 5 pals. I am going to be working towards specifically capturing those 5 pals. However, this does require me to go to a lot of the map and explore and everything in order to make myself more capable at capturing and collecting said pals. I'm intentionally being vague about which ones I'm working towards because I want to be able to kind of unveil what each individual target is. These 5 pals that I have chosen are the 5 that I like the design of the most. I will not be using any known exploits, glitches, or anything else, except for maybe certain quality of life things. To give an example, whenever you place down a base and you place down all your pals, sometimes they get stuck in places. My intent is to lift them out of that stuck position and then put them back in to ensure that they don't stay stuck. Past that, I will not be using any insane exploits or anything of that nature. What I'm currently doing right now is I'm going to a position, in my head at least, that I think is a very, very viable position to at least make a base. Now, when it comes to making a base, one of my main issues, just in general, is making it look organized and cohesive. And I'm already here at the location. So what I end up having to do is first I'll be going through all the necessary tutorial things. Now, one thing I will want to point out is that I am currently trying to unlock the necessary things to do the necessary progressions when it comes to Palworld. What this ends up being is making a bunch of pal spheres initially, using said pal spheres in order to capture a number of pals, because one of the biggest things in order to get experience in this game is capturing pals. And typically, you will end up doing this by beating them up and then throwing the sphere at them and hoping that you're able to capture them. Like I'm about to do to one of these fox parks over here. Sometimes within the world, like you can see here, there are random pal spheres that just exist. But as you can see, I am not actually doing more damage. Oh no. I'm definitely going to die, aren't I? Thankfully this isn't like a Nuzlocke run, otherwise I'd be dead immediately. Okay. Oh no. Oh, this is really bad. So another thing I haven't changed is that the enemies, and the pals specifically in the world, do the same amount of damage as they would in any other situation. Okay. Really, it's probably a bad idea that I run off to this location to actually do this, but hindsight 2020. Did I not? No, apparently not. Okay, so I need to be able to get a Paldium ore. And I don't want to use my hands to bust anything down right now. I want to be able to pick one up from the ground. Paldium ore looks blue in nature and typically will stand out. I have made a few overall modifications to the world itself, mostly changing values, to give it such a point of annoyance with me in regards to normal Palworld settings is that the base value you end up getting from mining, wood cutting, and a number of other things is extremely painful, especially if you're playing alone. Now, they have adjusted a little bit so that it's not as bad as dedicated servers. Dedicated servers you would get, like, I'm most exaggerating here, but it feels like you get like 1/10 of the total amount you're supposed to get. So I have obviously increased it by, I think it's 2. So I'll get double the normal amounts in the game versus the normal settings. And again, right now I'm running around trying to find Paldium ore. I could have sidestepped this situation by just not using all my ore on the spheres, but well, I didn't say it was smart. But what I end up having to do is get a functioning-ish base set up first. That's why I was running around trying to get this Paldium fragments. One thing I don't particularly like about Palworld in this case is that when you are placing down the Pal blocks, you can't actually put a predefined foundation underneath it to make it like work with your base. Maybe you can. I don't know. I never tried. And you'll notice that it is very instantaneous. Yeah, no, as I said, it requires actual ground here. It does not work on the foundations, which makes it a little annoying. Now, a general rule of thumb is whenever you're placing this, you're able to see a very faint outline. You don't have to commit to building it or putting the resources down or anything else. But generally what I like to do is to run around and make sure that the boundary line is mostly not intersecting with any of the actual geometry, which would cause Pal's difficulty in traversing the world. Because if there's an awkward piece of geometry in the world that the Pals can't traverse, they will get stuck behind it. To give such an example, this giant rock here, because of just the weirdness with the positioning, a Pal might just wander up here and then stay stuck. So because I'm aware of that, I'm going to have to push the base center more that way. Thankfully, it's a very easy thing to do, where I'm able to adjust it as necessary. One downside is you can't actually really see the boundary line too often. As you see here, you can kind of see it here, because the area is very bright. I think this will be okay. Well, now I have the issues over here, I believe. Again, this is mostly me just trying to make sure that I end up having to worry about my pals getting stuck on geometry. So we need to go more that way, which I don't think is good because I think that's going to push me toward the cliff. But I would sooner take it kind of intersecting with this cliff rather than intersecting with odd rocks over there. Okay, it's not the worst. I think I'll push it a little bit more towards the cliff. Alright, it's not even built yet. Just a little bit. Again, it's one of those cases where you're trying to get it to be... That'll have to do, because I think if I go any further, I will be over the cliff, which I don't really want at all. Because pals don't know how to traverse cliffs in general. Yeah, this will have to do. I'll just place most of my stuff over here when dealing with stuff. Now comes the hard part. I sit and build for a very long time. Because I haven't caught any pals yet, because I want to try and at least get the setup of the first stream going. Now, what I should have done was also get a axe working. Well, not working, but being built. Because that would allow me to cut wood, which I do need en masse. I could pick up wood, no problem, but this is just statistically faster. Well, while I wait for my stamina to regen while cutting these trees, one of the main issues that I'm going to be facing in regards to this run will be the fact that because the pals choices I have, I'm less inclined to just capture any pal to level myself up. Even though I've adjusted it a little bit, where I think I'm getting, I believe it's 1.5 times normal experience. So if I capture a pal that's worth 10k experience, I'll get 15k. The reason being is I just want to make it faster when I'm doing stuff. Because I don't want to be sitting here playing with effectively what I would call painful rules. I need stone. I think there's also one of the more fun things to see in the world is when things are just fighting each other. Now what I also have to do is... How much stone have they got? Well, it's not the worst. I can, I believe, use an axe on a stone, and it'll be slightly more effective than using my bare hands. Yes, thankfully with one of the most recent patches they allowed you to be able to walk while extremely slow. I just need 5. A visitor's heading towards the base? I've not seen that event before. Where? Will they just start popping at some point? Probably. Oh, either way. Okay. So what I like to do personally is to place the chests as close as I can. And the reason being is just that whenever, in the future, whenever I'm doing resource runs, I like being able to just kind of vomit all the necessary materials I need into that respective chest. Like this. Yes, I did put my pal spheres in there, but that's kind of necessary. Because I need to make a pickaxe. I don't know where this visitor's meant to be. I believe I did though, unlock the pickaxe. I did. Okay, good. I can build the 2. So I'm gonna go do that. After this, I will probably then start the process of working towards getting another pal. Many of the many of the progress in this game is tied to specifically capturing pals, using them, and being productive with them, using them to their strengths, making sure that they don't, you know, basically kill themselves. They will. Which kind of sucks when they do. Now, I don't actually... You're taking your sweet ass time, sir. Either way. I've got a little bit of stone, a little bit of that. Alright, the first thing first is I'm gonna go and... I don't have spheres. You know, it'd be nice if I actually did spheres and remember to take them with me. Right, let's see. Okay, nope. Talk. Radamas. Merchants, okay. Well, I don't really have anything to sell. Unless you want an egg. But I heavily doubt that. I could chance attempting to capturing that, which would be ballsy. Could I? 6% chance. Nope. I cannot fight that these weapons in this gear. So I'm gonna just keep on running. I always think an Ectheater is always one of the more sneakier pals that are like, oh, just hit the microphone. Deceptively strong. Oh, he's chasing. He's chasing. Go away. Oh, he's gone. Oh, that's handy. Oh, that was a little spooky. Death isn't a thing. What? Why? Why are you spawning here? What I'm running towards is a pal, well, the location of several pals known as chickpeas, or chickpeas, chickens. They're basically chickens. The reason is that they're relatively easy pals to deal with, and they're not really much of a threat. No. You'll see in a moment, whenever I capture them, I will get a lot of experience. So a big mechanic in the game is capturing pals, and for every one you capture up to the 10th one within a, I can only call it like a species line, because it's a species of chickpea and a species of, you know, a number of other things. You'll get an experience bonus, which will give you a lot more levels, or at least experience in general, which is necessary whenever you're up to higher level. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I thought I'd be dead. Never mind. I completely lied. No, normally for the first few levels, I actually avoid grabbing a lot of the stuff. I mostly grab the very, very necessary things, because especially with the way I'm... Okay, Tim. I grab the very necessary things in the game to progress meaningfully. Many other people play it more so, you know, they grab like the, you know, the wooden furniture sets and stuff, and, you know, fair enough, I'm not gonna fight you on that, like, go ahead. But because of the way I'm doing this with the challenge, I actually want to do a challenge. Well, not a challenge, but I want to have a defined goal that I work towards. And said goal can be extremely dangerous, because I'm not fighting a bunch of these things. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead? No. Okay, I caught
Yeah.
that one. No. So yeah, if it's not obvious, the combat system is very, very active. Ah. Okay, well that's the first death. If I had a death counter, I would pop it up, but I don't. It's probably easier to respawn here to run back down. Yeah, but it is nighttime, which is not good. Thinking about it, I should have actually gone back. I'm gonna stand here for some time just to get some HP back from whenever I died. But to generally summarize, before I get distracted, because I'm not able to sit and wait and just sort of exist. The intent behind this run is to not capture every single pal. It's to not defeat every single boss. It's not to do all these specific things. It's to capture the 5 pals that I consider my partner pals. Once I capture the first one, I will then be able to do, well, one of the major 5 bosses in the game. You can kind of see it in the distance there, that glowing tower. There are 4 other ones, not including that one, where each one has a boss tied to it. You can kind of see another one up in the distance there. And the way I'm choosing to handle it is, I am not able to go to those towers or fight them. Well, no, I'm not allowed to fight the bosses in those towers until I have, the amount of partner pals that I have. So the first one, I can't do it until I capture my first partner pal. The second one, again for the second. Third, fourth, fifth, same rules apply. The downside to the nature of the pals I have chosen, it genuinely will be quite some time before I actually go to these towers and fight them. Because I just won't be able to fight them, and also I won't have the pals in question. The idea is meant to fight them as if, I'm getting experience, becoming better, much like the other monster catcher game that everyone likes to scream about in comparison to this game does. And overall, this run will be done when I capture my 5 partner pals and I beat the 5 bosses in this world. Once that has been achieved, the run is done. There'll be no real reason for me to still be playing the game after that, at least in this run. If I were to come back and play it again, it'd be for a different reason altogether. And I just realized that this game is also making my situation really burny. So I'm going to be doing a number of adjustments on the game to make it more reasonable to run. Bear with me. That will make it a little bit easier and I'll probably have more frames to work with, which is very necessary, at least for me personally. Now, I think I have more than enough HP now, which means I'll have plenty of, we'll call it room for error available. Now, I'm trying to be kind of creative and cheeky with the climbing system. But I'm also really daft when it comes to it. Now those green things that I'm picking up, they're used for something later on that is extremely relevant. So anytime I see one, I will be going on my way to grab them. At least until a point. After said point, I don't need to grab them anymore. Now if I can just sneak on by. Let's do a little cheeky thing. So whenever they're sleeping, they take extra damage. And you can also try and squeeze a position to hit them in the head, getting a crit off of them. And every pal has like a unique crit location on them, where you're able to just get a lot more damage. I think on the fox part it is the tail, I think. Huh? Oh, okay, that time it actually did damage. No, one of the main things with this is that the HP values of individual pals will actually influence the overall capture rate, as stated in typical tips. But it is significant. Getting a pal down to low HP is one of the hardest things in this game to do, because you will just overshoot and potentially just kill the pal that you're trying to capture. What? Oh. Because you're not able to squeeze just the right amount of damage out. Which can be a great problem. I can... wooden club. That's the best thing I can do with this current point in time. Oh no. I'm going to go to my base. Because I don't want to deal with those other pals. No, my overall choice in the current setup in regards to my stats will be mostly carry weight and stamina until I reach 1000 carry weight and 200 stamina. The reason why for that decision is mostly because it's the most comfortable values for me. Right, it's asking to have Pal out. I only have this one, but that's a cedar. And by a cedar I mean is that it's one that plants seeds, which will be useful later. Right now, not so much. This one's a forger because it has the fire forging, kindling. They call it kindling, I call it forging. The chickpea is not the most useful, I'll be honest. It's only good for harvesting and egg laying. And yeah, you can do that. Right now, I think my best choice is a pingullet because it has handiwork, tier 1, transporting, tier 1, cooling, tier 1, and watering, tier 1. Meaning that will be able to help me do a number of things in the game. So one of the first things I should really do is try and place a bed down. As you can see, pals like beds will get distressed. The situation here is figuring out the best location to put a bed. I think, because I'm daft, I forgot to do this. Where I try to place this will be messy. There's no way of making this clean. Scratching my nose. Crap. Mostly to plan out the bed situation here. That one wasn't meant to go all the way over there. This should be okay to put the beds right on the edge. And just that whenever you put the stuff down, pals will actually run over and try to help. That's kind of cute whenever you think about it. Especially whenever they get like the fast move speed, they get the dunk, 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 dunk. They just bob back and forth. And then obviously whenever they actually do achieve to be useful, they are happy. Now this is currently a mess. I will be refining this as I go. Because I always will have to do that. And yeah, let's get those. I'll let him work on that. Oh. Nope. V. There we go. Now I'm able to increase the amount of pals I have in the bed, or in the base. The next thing to also increase that is a shoddy bed, which requires wool. Ah. That's annoying. Yeah, if you do that, I'm gonna have to go under life, apparently. No, there is a palladium ore over here that I'm going to quickly mine. I'm also currently hungry, thankfully. The individual pals also have unique traits that are unique to them, but then they also have what I would call unique passives. For example, the unique trait here is egg layer. When it's assigned to ranching, it will lay an egg. But if I click into it, you can also see that it also has a unique additional trait where it has muscle head, plus 30% attack, minus 50% work speed. This also applies to every other one here. They all have different things. Brave, nimble, botanical barrier, diet lover. That one's actually kind of good. This one not as good, purely because of the Colton hated body and botanical barrier. That's a lot of reducing damage to moves that I don't intend on using it on. Diet lovers, could be better. Same with this, that is the same one. And the motivational leader is just a universally good trait, if you ask me. Purely just because if you build yourself to be a work speed horse, you will help your pals finish things that you need them to do. A lot of the early game, for me at least, will tend to be me standing there crafting things too. Because the pal speed is still inherently limited. I'll be running around with tier 1 handicraft pals, like the Pingullet. You see the boy in the corner. And that will still require a lot of work. Time will go on where I'll get more advanced pals, but I actually tend to prefer the level 1s because they don't require as much food. And food can be a real blockade when it comes to making progress. It's not the greatest thing, but you know, gotta live with it. And frankly, I really like the way that they chose to give the pals. I don't know why I picked them up. Individual sort of behaviors and the way they act and everything. At least when it comes to individual like Pengullets to a Foxsparks, or a Foxspark to a Gumos. Within the Foxsparks evolution line, it's not even evolution, type line, they're no different. Once you've captured one, you've captured a million. There's no real difference. Again, though, capturing 10 in my case is necessary for leveling me up. And because I've increased the overall value, it will be more impressive. But I need to see about capturing a lamball or a crevice, and I see crevices right in front of me. So that's what I'm going to do. If I could get close enough. Yeah, and into a ball. 79%, that should be a capture, so I shouldn't worry too much about staring at it. As a general tip as well, at least something I like to tell myself whenever I'm doing this, it's better to always go out. Why is there two? There's only supposed to be one here, but there's two. I guess there's two kings. King, you dropped your crown. We'll try and capture this Cativia. Or Cativa. Cativa? I don't know what to call them. But yeah, this, within all Cativas, they're all cowards. That is like a de facto trait within each one. I swear, if you break out of the ball, I'm gonna punch you. Okay, good. I am now getting slightly into the productivity things. Do I want to unlock the bat? No. For now, because of the EXP gain set the way it is, I do not actually need the bat. So I put putting it into stamina because I am actually legitimately running out of stamina. Sadly, I will say that with the setup of the first stream, most of the things I'll be doing will be almost borderline the same as any other person playing the game. Running around, beating on pals, capturing them. Running around, beating on pals, capturing them. What? Chicken, please do something. Oh my god. There we go. You can go away because you did nothing. Yeah. Attack aggressively. That's a Gumos with Artisan, which is, in my opinion, a genuinely godsend of a trait to get. Oh, I forgot one thing I should talk about. So within this game, there is a mechanic known as breeding. Kind of self-explanatory. Take two pals, you make them, you feed them cake, and then they do things. Are you attacking me? What are you? Oh my god, you hit the chicken. Yeah. Oh no, I killed one. Crap. Yeah, when the hammer's broken, get your pickaxe. Shit. I don't want to actually kill these guys. I want to actually attempt to capture them. Yeah. Oh. I think I've captured the two of them? Yeah. The reason this is so that whenever I get to the 10th capture of them, I'm able to get the big boost in experience for the 10th capture. Okay, that's 100%. So I'm not going to worry about that. Because ideally I captured 10 of most of the early on pals, because exponentially you end up with more and more experience needed to level up. Like right now I need 36, so I capture one, I'll probably level up. Yeah. the exponential point gain is serious. I do need the crusher. No, I'm going to stop here because I can't actually keep capturing, and also I ran out of balls. It's kind of the main issue. You run out of these spheres, you can't keep capturing pals. I'm going to give a quick look over my inventory, and I'm going to consider hitting up this Palladium ore vein. Again, you need Palladium effectively in mass, like there's no excuse to not have Palladium. Oh shoot, I forgot. I should actually head back to base relatively quickly. I don't have any way of producing food at the base. Meaning that the one Pangolin that I have chilling will potentially be very hungry in a moment. If not already is. So what I end up having to do is get a very early harvesting system set up. Yeah, get the bed set up here. But this will be the thing I'll be playing for quite some time. Just to give me a little bit more time in order to figure out what I want to play as time goes on. Oh. No. There. Build a feed box. Which is extremely important. And then build additional beds. If I can collect all this necessary, I didn't throw that out. So as a personal note, I am trying to minimize the overall amount of captures I will be doing, in the sense of that I want to be able to at least speed up the general process of things and not be sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. I didn't do that. I probably shouldn't put them at the very edge. I should probably put them like more closer to here. But the reason why I build like this is so that I can destroy parts like this and have them stay within the grid of the base itself. One more. And once that ends up built, I believe this is when it makes mention of upgrading the base again. Dip off the inventory as much as I can. No point in having those in there. A little bit more potent. So that's built. I believe, yep, I can build the upgrades again. No, campfire is certainly a unique thing to deal with. Every single time people talk about it, I always see pals getting set on fire and then pals destroying the base because everything's been out of wood. Berry plantation. I need more stone for that. Should be able to get more than enough from hitting this rock. Oh right, I also forgot I did modify the overall object health that each of these individual things has. Again, not to make it easier, but to make it faster. Berry plantation. Berry plantation. Okay. Right. Before I do this, I am actually going to look into placing the plantation probably around here. So this will be this up a little bit. Oh crap. That isn't what I meant to do. 3, 4. And 1, 2. This will let me do this. Thus allowing me to place this berry plantation kind of just nicely. And the reason why I say nicely is that I'm a stickler for grids whenever it comes to bases to make sure things are just accurately placed. Now comes a fun thing. I believe I got an artisan. You are not. This is where the unique aspect of the game kind of plays a part in it. Where you start considering the placement of certain pals. Because these captivas don't actually have the best traits, I don't plan on using them. You two could definitely work together. That's the point. I do need to place more beds. There. Get rid of this. Purely just to save myself a headache. I say that, and that was the upgrade I was supposed to keep. Ugh. I thought it would just take the point I placed it at one point in the base's history. No way I can do it. Right, this requires cloth, which comes from this. I believe I need 2. Okay. So this is where things start getting a little bit more what I would call min-maxy. I'm trying to min-max the amount of. Man, I keep breaking everything. This axe breaks next, it'll be goddamn hilarious. Or I just run out of stamina instead. Okay, so taking a moment to think about this, I think I have a general idea of how to approach this challenge. However, it will be just a lot of not min-maxing. Not min-maxing. I haven't adjusted any of the values in the game, so I believe everything should be within reason and within a tier of fairness. Where is the bench that repairs? Also known as the repair bench. Yeah, I will never understand why there's a penguin here, but, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter. I imagine he'd be in a more cold area, but... Repair this, repair this. This will... believe allow me to more stone. Hello. Pardon me. Sorry, I actually didn't get any really good sleep, so I'm kind of running on no steam. believe... Yes, none of these has that specific trait. The trait in question I was looking for was Mining Foreman. Mining Foreman is a mining speed increase, allowing you to work just that bit faster. I'm going to place this right here. I have a waterer, I have a planter, and have a harvester. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, cannot use a bed without a roof. Hang on. There we go. It works. I don't question it. Other things I might have done within this game as well is I've adjusted the Pal density, I believe I would. And the intent behind that is to make it so that there are more pals just in the world existing at one point. That's probably why I saw 2 Mamorists from before. Yeah, no, I should not have done it like that. Alright, this one isn't. Replacing that makes it right, okay. So, from what I do know, I only need a total of 15 beds within the game. At least based on the rules I'm able to remember. If I need more, I will typically need more. But I'm specifically placing pal beds and placing just more so just in excess of them. The reason I say very simple. It's so that when it comes to my pals, they don't get upset for any reason. I remember what I was supposed to do now. They don't get upset for not having the appropriate sleeping quarters. As time goes on, I will be upgrading those beds pretty much, very much last, but it will be a necessary upgrade regardless. I can make you without the other stuff. Do I have enough yet? I do. Pickaxe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the reason why I unlocked the branch is so that I can set a crevice to be able to sit there and branch, so it will drop wool. The penguin's supposed to help me, but I have no idea where the wee blighter is. Where is he? Oh, he's still building the beds. Never mind, he's not a blighter, he's a hard-working penguin. I'm the lazy blighter. Anyway. I forgot my original reasoning. Well, either way, the reason why I'm doing this run specifically is because, again, I just want to have fun. Just want to play a game I'm actually enjoying quite a lot. I've taken out a lot of the more grindier aspects. Mostly the grindiness comes from just grinding materials out and having it just in mass. Because having it that way is slightly better. For me at least, on this progressive speed and everything. Just something fun to do that I can enjoy. I think though after, no, this is me thinking way ahead in the future. After I do finish this run, I'm going to possibly play a more story-based game that may or may not have horror elements. What's a Mamorist doing here? Oh, he's weak. He's super weak. But I wouldn't be able to capture him. Unless... Oh, I wouldn't be able to capture him full stop. I don't have the blooming spheres. I can't even make it because I have no stone. No. Ah. Well, there goes a golden rod of a challenge. Challenge? Chance. Walking up on a level 35 pal. No health. Nothing. Ugh. What I would give. Either way, yeah, the reason why I chose this kind of weird theme challenge is so that I would be able to capture the pals in the game that I actually do like the look of, and personally would go, yeah, these are mine. These are like my types of pals. For those of you who've already played the game, if anyone's watching this in the future, you have probably a good idea who I'm talking about, based on the profile picture. You'd be right. Maybe. And I dare not talk about the first pal, at least until I'm at the appropriate level to try and deal with them. Because if I'm not at the appropriate level, there's no goddamn point. It will eat me alive and cackle at me. So a lot of this game is just kind of beating on a rock for several hours. At least until you get the automation set up. Which, speaking of, can I? No, I could get this set up. I could, but I need to do this. Now that I've got that sort of set up here. Door. Wall. Wall? Wall. Oh no, I'm out of wood. Oh, damn it. Nope. I can get this tree. Get a whole chunk of wood off of it, hopefully. Stop them there. I'm going to place wall, wall, inside wall. Then I'm going to place the logging camp. I'm trying to get this to line up. Sorry, I was looking at something here. I need to open this door. That's mine? Is that mine? Yes, it is. So, the reason why I'm setting it up like this, or at least trying to be weird about it, is so that I'm able to properly block off the individual pals that will be working on these locations. I don't intend on adding a roof. A roof doesn't actually do me, it doesn't do me any favors. Sadly. I also need to look into getting more pal spheres because I forgot to get them. Because I'm dumb. Don't judge me that hard. What does that sound? It's not raining. Oh, still creating the stone automation. Oh. Ah, right, chicken. Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on. I don't have any pal spheres. Hang on. No. I completely butchered that. Don't play football with its corpse. You silly goober. Pal gear workbench, and that was to make cloth. Oh, plus I did end up having that one die. I was able to get enough of everything else, which is nice. I do need to get more stone and more wood. The reason why I want this location is that it's got a fair chunk of trees in one section that I've mostly cut down right now. And also has a selection of rocks available for just speed in regards to, well, doing what I'm doing right now. I think I'm being attacked. It looks like it. The music didn't really make me realize until just now. Ow. Really, your stun nature made me miss a ball. That's a little annoying. Eventually I will need this rock over here, but right now I don't. Which is half the battle. Getting to the point to where I can use that stuff. And then I can't afford that right now. What I should be doing is getting more wood. Now if I let my stamina regen a little bit before I start doing anything else. Okay, good. Okay, now, what else am I looking for? Okay, so the progress I have to do here next would be, well, getting the pal bench placed first and foremost. I put pal little dude out, or little gal out instead in this case. More hands on the deck is useful. Get you back in the ball. Look here. No. No. Yes. See another one. Crusher. Logging site. Okay. Okay. I don't know why you're up here. Or how. But I am going to do the most reasonable thing. Is press all the wrong buttons. Redeploy pals. Veil of darkness, meaning that you only have that. Okay, I can use that. Your musclehead. You stay on my team. You go in here to brunch. I'm gonna go over here in order to get the auto farmers. Wait, why are you in minor injury? Why are you slightly hurt? Repair. The rocks with pickaxe. Get the arm. myself. Hitting on a rock, hitting on a rock. Hitting on a rock, hitting on a rock. I still need to capture another 5 of those. Basically level 7. Wood. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood chuck chuck. It broke really on the first swing. Yeah. Oh. That's quite a bit annoying. Do not do that yet. Repair. I need to be able to build this, which requires 50 logs, which is a lot of wood. Overweight. I should have dumped off materials I picked up in the chest. I didn't though. Now, in this case, I am looking to build a crusher. I still need the poly fragments. Can I build the logging? No, I still need poly fragments. That's the one downside with walking underweight, overweight. Wait. It's that it does take forever to get anywhere, and I can't. You're still here? Could I? My base would get ruined if I do, though. It's a consideration. Just a random ass Malvarest that's extremely weak being under my control. I would need to look into getting better balls or spheres in order to make sure that works. Because, ooh, that is a powerful pal. Okay, almost there to the chest, and then I'll be able to stop this insanity. There we go. Got some weight off me. Where'd that thing go? Yeah. I didn't mean to throw that. Sorry, I was sitting here doing some math and I don't like those numbers. Okay. So I'm going to get the base to level 7. Then that's when I will stop the stream. In part that I am... Well, I was doing the math. I noticed my eyes were particularly heavy. Wait for this time to regen. Start whacking. The intent behind that is so that I'm able to go to sleep. Not that I'm bored or anything, it's just I was trying to do the numbers and my eyes were just dropping closed for some reason or another. I mean, I'm tired. It's expected. But I've been playing now for an hour and I think I've gotten at least the initial set half done. So I'm more than happy to at least consider that a success. Playing a game I actually do enjoy playing. Sad about Enshrouded Evan and such. Because Enshrouded, there is value in that game. There's definitely like the ability to have a lot of fun in it. But the issue with it is it's very empty. It's just very empty. But if I were to compare it to like this world, it's kind of empty too, but I've got my base with my own, like, pals. I've got the world open with pals. Like, I'm not just in an empty world where I'm just there to kill. Even if there is a story that can potentially grab you, if the story doesn't really introduce any type of hook, direct character relation, or something like that that makes you go, oh, what's this all about? There's no point in playing it. Well, no, there's a point, because you're actually wanting to play the game for a different reason other than playing the game. But I find that a lot of people don't do that. Right. Crusher. The Crusher... I actually want to put it here. Nope. Yes. The reason why is that it is directly next to stone. And I'm realizing that I placed the walls slightly wrong. No, I didn't. I wanted to be like this. Weird, I know. Plus the fact I can do it through the wall. But the idea is that pals don't go through doors if they're closed. So if I leave a door open, they'll be able to come in here and mine. But if I don't want certain pals that have the ability to mine, mining, and instead want them doing something else, well, one or two thoughts happen here. Figure out a way to prevent them from getting to it, the way I'm trying to do here, or just deconstruct the thing in question. Now you see that with this, I'm able to make this and this. And I'll leave the door open for now, at least. I think I have to make a logging site. Yes, which requires wood. Now, much to my own chagrin, I'm going to be using wood on another frivolous design here. Same reasoning as before. I'm out of wood altogether. I need to go beat up these trees with my axe. Give me a good chunk of wood. I'm going to need 50. I believe that should be more than enough, don't I? Yes. Now I should be able to work on the placement here. I place it like this. Is it because it's slightly outside the boundaries there on the right? It might be. I'm not sure. Either way. Wall. 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 Door. I'm gonna have to wait for you to finish this. And obviously, whenever I get this finished, I'll then be able to go on to the next step, which is placing another door. So I'm sure, yeah, we'll get there. Thankfully, it's not nighttime, so this guy's not running off to sleep yet. He will eventually. That much is a fact. Still haven't been able to really figure out, for myself at least, what pals actually attempt to go to sleep and why. It was meant to be like a day-night cycle and everything else, but it's still like a solid question of why. Now that I have this set up, I'm freezing. It will actually take some time till I have armor to work with. And the reason for that is just because, again, I don't want to waste points on armors I'm not going to use. I'd rather save my points on my resources on armors I will use. Then I will go here and here. Run over here. I'm realizing I don't actually have, well, there's that. If I just go to sleep, it should be fine. I will say I have modified one thing. I modified multiple things, but there's one specific thing. Whenever I sleep, I heal extremely fast. Now, you see the very last tutorial there. Challenge the boss at Rain Syndicate's tower. Make sure your pals and equipment are top notch. I will not be doing that until I get my first pal partner. And based on my level, I am nowhere near attempting to capture them. So I will be doing a lot of, not grinding, but necessary leveling. But so far, all in all, I'm pretty happy with where I am in regards to the overall production of the base. I was able to get a goofy ass sleeping spot set up, a storage container of some sort, all the crafting benches that I have currently, the generators for infinite stuff, multiple beds, and another planting plot. And obviously a branch. Now, because I am particularly tired for whatever reason, that you can kind of hear it in my voice. Oh right, I forgot, placing stuff actually levels you up too. Well, that's nice, one more step towards what I actually need to do. That gets me a hot spring. Which I will be getting anytime soon because I need to get Palworld. Anyway, I will be calling it here for now. In part that I'm very tired. Don't know why, don't know how, but I am. Just make sure there's nothing else I don't have to worry about. No, I don't. So, thank you for everyone for watching, especially that one person who I know is watching, and I will catch you all later.